Scene script. Have you ever wondered about the fierce, relentless women warriors who carved their names into the annals of African history? From the vast plains of Africa, stories echo of women who defied the norms, wielded power, and led armies into battle. These women, warrior queens and fighters, were not just figments of folklore, but real, breathing heroines who shaped the course of history. You see, in the tapestry of African history, women warriors have left an indelible mark, a testament to their strength, courage, and strategic brilliance. They were the shields that defended their people, the swords that struck their enemies, and the leaders who guided their nations through tempestuous times. Yet, their stories are often shrouded in the mists of time, overlooked and underappreciated. But today, we aim to bring these tales of valor and might to the fore, illuminating the legends of these unsung heroes. In the heart of Africa, where the sun sets in a blaze of red and gold, gender roles in warfare were not as rigid as they are commonly perceived. Women didn't just sit on the sidelines, they were in the thick of it all, their war cries reverberating across the battlefield, their spirits undeterred by the face of adversity. From leading rebellions to commanding armies, from strategic planning to actual combat, these women warriors of Africa were a force to be reckoned with. They were tacticians, strategists, leaders, and fighters, their might unseen but undeniably felt. Their battles weren't just fought on the fields, but also in the corridors of power where they challenged the status quo, broke barriers, and carved out a space for themselves. They wielded not just weapons, but also influence, and their impact reverberates through the ages, a testament to their enduring legacy. So as we delve into their stories, let's remember that these aren't just tales of battles won or lost. They are narratives of resilience, courage, and strength, of women who stood tall against the odds, their spirits as unyielding as the African earth. Prepare to step back in time and discover the might of Africa's most formidable women warriors. Our journey begins in the 16th century with the reign of Queen Amina of Zaria, a warrior queen who knew no fear. Born into the royal lineage of the Zazzau Kingdom, now modern-day Nigeria, Amina was groomed for leadership from an early age. She was a prodigious child, showing a natural aptitude for politics and warfare. This early fascination would later serve her well in her reign as queen. Upon the death of her mother, the reigning queen, Amina ascended to the throne, proving herself to be a leader of exceptional caliber. She was not just a queen, she was a military strategist, a diplomat, and a visionary. Queen Amina revolutionized military tactics of the time, introducing the use of metal armor. She also championed the use of cavalry in battle, a strategy that significantly improved her army's effectiveness. But Amina's military acumen extended beyond the battlefield. She was known for her strategic use of fortifications, famously introducing Ganuar Amina, or Amina's Walls, a network of fortresses that stretched across her kingdom, providing both defense and a symbol of her power. But it was her relentless pursuit of expansion that truly sets her apart. Under her reign, the Zazzau Kingdom expanded its borders, reaching its largest size. She led her army on numerous campaigns, conquering lands and establishing Zazzau dominance over trade routes and resources. Her rule was not just about expansion and warfare, she was a just ruler, implementing policies that promoted trade and agriculture, ensuring the prosperity of her people. She was a builder, not just of walls and fortresses, but of a thriving kingdom. Amina's reign marked a golden age for the Zazzau Kingdom. Her leadership, bravery, and strategic brilliance have left an indelible mark on history. She was a queen who ruled with an iron fist, but also with a vision for prosperity and progress. A symbol of strength and resilience, Queen Amina's legacy continues to inspire Africans today. Fast forward to the 19th century, where the Dahomey Amazons, an all-female military regiment, reigned supreme. In the heart of West Africa, within the Kingdom of Dahomey, now known as modern-day Benin, there thrived a formidable force of female warriors. They were the Dahomey Amazons, or Mino, meaning our mothers. But don't let the motherly term fool you, these women were far from nurturing. They were highly trained, rigorously disciplined, and fiercely determined, striking fear into the hearts of invaders. The origins of the Dahomey Amazons are steeped in legend and mystery. Some say they were formed by King Huagbaja in the early 18th century, initially as elephant hunters, eventually evolving into royal bodyguards and then a full-fledged military regiment. Their training was brutal and uncompromising. The girls were recruited as young as 8 years old, and from day one they were molded into relentless warriors. They were taught survival skills, underwent physical conditioning, and learned to master an array of weapons. Their training wasn't just about combat, it was about cultivating an unwavering spirit, a tenacious will that would stand unbowed in the face of adversity. When it came to war, the Dahomey Amazons were unparalleled. They were the backbone of the Dahomeyan army during the Franco-Dahomeyan Wars. Despite being outnumbered and outgunned by the French, their valor and ferocity were unmatched. They fought tooth and nail, defending their kingdom with a dogged determination that left even their enemies in awe. And their reputation? Well, let's just say they weren't called Amazons for nothing. They were the most feared women warriors, not just in Africa, but across the globe. Their tales of valor and fearlessness echoed through the centuries, making them a symbol of female empowerment and resilience. The Dahomey Amazons, a testament to the power of unity and discipline, left an indelible mark on African history. Their story serves as a reminder that courage and strength know no gender, and that in the face of adversity it is the spirit that truly defines a warrior. In the early 20th century, a woman named Muhumusa ignited an insurrection that shook the British colonial rule in East Africa. Muhumusa, a spiritual leader, was more than just a woman. She was a force to be reckoned with, a guiding light in the darkness of colonial rule. Muhumusa was a beacon of hope and resistance for the people of East Africa. She harnessed the power of the Nyabingi resistance movement, a religious and political movement that swept through East Africa during the early 20th century, challenging the colonial powers that sought to control and exploit the African continent. Muhumusa's leadership was not just spiritual, it was also militant. She led a group of rebels known as the Nyabingi fighters against the British colonial rule. Her unyielding spirit and determination were a testament to her courage and her unwavering commitment to the cause of freedom. Each battle, each skirmish, was a step towards the liberation of her people. However, the road to freedom was not an easy one. Muhumusa was captured by the British in 1913, but even in captivity, her spirit remained unbroken. Her capture did not signal the end of the resistance. Instead, it sparked a flame that would continue to burn bright in the hearts of her people. Muhumusa's influence extended far beyond the battlefield. Her courage in the face of adversity, her unyielding spirit in the face of colonial rule, inspired generations of Africans to stand up against oppression. Her legacy continues to shape the discourse on colonialism and resistance in East Africa. The story of Muhumusa is not just a story of resistance, it is a story of determination, of an indomitable spirit that refused to be broken. It is a story that reminds us of the power of the human spirit to resist oppression, to fight for freedom, to strive for justice. Muhumusa, a symbol of resistance and determination, continues to echo in the hearts of Africans. Our journey ends with Yaa Asantewaa, a woman of great courage who led the Ashanti Rebellion against British colonialism in the early 1900s. Born into the Ashanti Kingdom, Yaa Asantewaa was a queen mother, a political leader, and a staunch defender of her people's rights and traditions. But her true legacy was forged in the furnace of conflict, the War of the Golden Stool. In the year 1900, the Ashanti's sacred symbol of power, the Golden Stool, was under threat from British colonial forces. With the king and many warriors exiled, the Ashanti were on the brink of despair. But Yaa Asantewaa, undaunted, stepped forward. She rallied her people, declaring, "If you, the men of Ashanti, will not go forward, then we will. We, the women, will." With these inspiring words, she sparked a fire in the hearts of the Ashanti, leading them into a rebellion that would come to bear her name, the War of the Golden Stool. And lead she did, not from the back, but from the front, displaying tactical brilliance and unyielding courage. Her leadership skills were extraordinary, her resolve unshakable. Even in the face of overwhelming odds, she remained steadfast, her spirit undeterred. Her actions had a profound impact on the Ashanti Kingdom. She not only defended their sacred symbol, but also their dignity and their right to self-determination. Her bravery inspired her people, and even her enemies respected her. Ultimately, Yaa Asantewaa was captured and exiled, but her spirit remained unbroken. Her story, passed down through generations, continues to inspire the Ashanti and many others across Africa and beyond. Her resilience, her courage, her indomitable spirit continue to echo through the annals of history. Ya Asantewaa, a beacon of bravery and resilience, is a reminder that the spirit of a warrior resides in every African woman.